Yeah, I'm going to show you how to change player position in FC26 Ultimate Team. So we're looking in the squad view here. If you're not sure where that is, we'll come back out to the root menu here and pick club on the top bar, which you can do with L1 and R1 there. So we go to club, we go to squad, and we've got our player positions here. Now, just like FC25, the idea with player positions is each player has possible alternate positions that you can see. So if you put a player out of position, this is what happens. Let's take Gordon here and flick him over to here. And you can see there's an exclamation mark on both of these. And what that basically means is both are now out of position. The downside of doing that is you will lose the chemistry perks that a player may have for any common ground between other players in the team, i.e. the player chemistry. So we've now got out of position, no perks available, and of course they're not going to be the best at being a defender. You can see Gordon has a rating of 50 in defense. He's not going to do great in that position. So how can you tell what position a player is and where you can change them to? Well, if you have a little look at the players here, down the bottom, you can see it says details, R3. So move over your player here, so Gordon, press R3, which is the right stick button, just press the top of it down. And then when you're in here, if you have a little look at player details with L1 on the top bar, you can see the preferred position and alternative positions. Generally, what this means is that Gordon will excel in the preferred position of left wing, but he can also play a left midfielder and right winger. Another thing to have a little look at here is your play styles here and also the roles here. So you can see as a left winger, you can see as an inside forward, he's got a perk when we adjust the player roles. He's got more versatility perhaps as a left midfielder with he can play winger, wide playmaker, wild midfielder, inside forward, but he's not really excelling at any of those. So he really does better as an inside forward on either the left wing or the right wing. So that's how you know that. The other thing is if we look at the attribute details here, you can see player chemistry, you get punished for him being out of position, that drops to 0. So we get no actual additional perks to his core stats or core attributes that we've got here. So if we move him back here, so if we swap these two around, you can see he's now got 2 in the bottom left-hand side for his chemistry. So there's some common ground with some other players in the team. And if we hit that right stick button again, look at the attributes, you can see we've got those +2s on various bits and bobs. So we're getting a perk to his attributes because of that chemistry bonus. So he's happy there. And again, the same thing, if we went to right wing, he could play there, but you can see Sané cannot play at a left wing or it's not suited to that area. And if we look at Sané here, you can see it says left midfielder or right wing or right midfielder, but not in this position. So hopefully that makes sense. The other question you might go with is, hang on a minute, I've seen players with more positions than that. How is that possible? The main way this is done is with evolutions. So if we go into evolutions and have a little look at this, right? So if we go for one of these, so you can see this with this Evo, transform your cam into a cover star. So it says gives the relentless play style and playmaker for CM/cam. And if we use the right stick down the bottom there and have a little look at the rewards, level 1 rewards, we would have to spend 30,000 coins up the top left to get this one, by the way. This would add a play style of Playmaker Plus and add these additional perks. And to do that, we just have to play 3 matches in squad battles on minimum semi-pro difficulty using that player in the game. So we could do that. But if we did it for the level 2 rewards, check that out, position, it adds a centre mid. So if we look at our players here, so if we look at, say, Bordeaux here, and you can see alternative positions is currently only Cam. If we used Bordeaux with this, as we go through, Bordeaux would then have that centre mid there. So if we look at the details, you can see there in green, centre mid is added to that card. So that's how people do it. So that would cost me 30,000 coins, but it is a way of adding that player position to it. If you decide you want to go with any of these, once you've done the preview, so you say, yeah, I want to do that player, we have down the middle there, start the evolution. So we'd have to play these 3 matches. Once we've done that, once you do that, you come back, you claim the evolution, and then you go to level 2. This is the one that would add the centre mid, and it says we need to win 3 matches in squad battles on minimum semi-pro difficulty using that player. So each time you come back here when you've done those 3, it'll say claim evolution, you do that, you'll be on level 2, you do win 3 matches, come back here, claim that, and then the third one, you do this as well. And that's how it works. One last possibility on how to change player position in Ultimate Team is if you look on the transfer market, you might find cards that are have special attributes to them. So it might be a special color card, would have some additional playstyles over the standard card in the game. So you know, for example, where we've got Cruz here, maybe this particular card is better than a standard card, and it may have more player positions than a standard card. So that's worth looking at as well. But there you go. That's how to change player position in FC26 Ultimate Team. I hope that helped you out. If it did, thumbs up, please. Much appreciated. Any comments welcome. If you want more help with FC26, do hit subscribe on here and check out my website, grubmagnet.com. I'm building up an area there for FC26 with stuff beyond video as well. Would love you to subscribe on there as well. Thanks so much for your support.